So, when we last left our heroes, y'all were heading down to meet up with Kiza because Talos had asked you guys to do a quick run through of the Thrycreen underground system to make sure that there's no interference with flowers or anything. Especially with the thought of the potential relaying of flower controlling. As you guys meet up with Kiza, there's no issues there. They're able to get you guys set up, and it's actually a really easy way to get down into the sewer system where all of the relays connect. There's actually, for some reason, there's a hatch in the basement area of the guild. Right under Kiza's lab. And Kiza pulls open the grate and everything, and there's a large staircase down. And you guys are able to descend into a relatively clean underground system.
Let's keep our wits about us, because the last time we were here, we were in one place like this, we got attacked by a bunch of slime, so let's all just, be ready.
I mean, it wasn't too bad.
The slime? It nearly killed me.
Oh. Yeah, maybe it was a little bad.
I was bleeding out from acid damage. I'm not sure how it worked, but it just worked. It was rough. Anyway.
I don't know. If we find more slimes, maybe they'll see you as part of them.
Oh, because I've been killed by one, nearly killed by one, so it's,
I don't know, maybe.
Alright. I think that we're meant to line up shoulder to shoulder and make ourselves appear bigger than them. I think that's the main rule for slime. We try and look like the biggest cube we possibly can.
The likelihood of slime in these sewers is 0.000000001%. Please do not be afraid.
Alright, I'll trust you on this one.
So you guys reach the bottom of the sewer system and kind of step out. You can see that there's a large amount of a water kind of runway. It doesn't really particularly smell bad down here. Like, it smells a little, but not nearly as much as you were expecting. And as you kind of glance around, you notice that there is a large gathering of Thrycreen currently sorting through what looks like trash piles. And there's materials that look like maybe metals and some woods and such that are being placed into carts and carried off into the distance, while other, more biodegradable is being sorted into another pile. And as you begin to walk, Kiza will start to explain. Yes. As you may or may not know, the Thrycreen are in charge of disposal of refuse. Luckily, the Thrycreen digestive system is able to consume things that many other organisms cannot. While we do go through and repurpose any large amounts of metals and other natural resources, anything unusable in its current state is digested by the Thrycreen as an energy source for them. This helps keep everything running smoothly and cleanly.
I take it they appear to be fine with this arrangement?
So far, everything seems to be a beneficial arrangement for everyone.
Well, that seems good. I'm glad that it's not forced upon them in any way.
Yatasha will try to catch Mako's eyes and raise an eyebrow, looking between Mako, Kiza, and back to Mako.
As far as Mako knows, this system was designed by the Thrive Brain, almost. So, as far as she's aware, like this is the most equitable and correct way for this to be. Right. They will kind of just shrug.
Kitasha will nod and keep listening.
As well, if you are ever lost down here, a good reminder is that all of the city road layouts match the underground system. So if you look at the city map, you can see every interlocking pathway. That way, you should not be able to get lost down here. As long as you remember that.
Well, that's very good. That's very reliable.
You'll continue on and you'll be taking lefts and rights, and there's a couple bridge junctures over the running river underneath the city. And you'll slowly be making your way through. You do see more and more Thrive as you pass, some with different, containers that they're, barrels they're moving of metals that you believe are probably being used, taken to a facility to be melted down and reused. You do pass an area where you can see some of the Thrycreen consuming the other non-biodegradable and biodegradable unreusable matter. Kind of have a moment of, oh, they do eat it. Kiza doesn't stop unless any of you deem necessary to stop and inspect any of the Thrycreen at this point, or if you're wanting to just check at the relay sites themselves. That seemed to be Talos's most concerning thought, but it is up to you guys what you want to do.
Yep.
I think I'd be happy to just, slow up and just see if there's anything that catches Joe's attention that sets him off a little bit, that makes him feel weird, but otherwise happy to continue.
Oh, well, give me a roll, Joe. I think that'd be an investigation.
Investigation? That's a nat 20 for a 29.
Excellent.
Meow.
Look at you, Joe. Finally rolling well. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Everyone seems to be functioning properly. You don't see any starts of blue flowers anywhere. You have a brief moment where you think you see a blue flower, and then you realize that it's just like a lily that's being consumed. Just a normal lily. It's not anything to be concerned about. None of them seem sick or anything, so they seem to be fine.
Right. That's good. I think Joe eases up maybe a little bit after scanning the room and feeling like he's seen everything he needs to see.
Eventually, you guys make it to a spiraling staircase that is kind of inside one of the walls. And Kiza will lead you inside and begin explaining even further. As you may already know, or may have noticed within the city, there are several pillars that tower over the city. These pillars house the relay Thrycreen. They are larger Thrycreen variants who have a much stronger mental communication relay. They are able to send out various thoughts throughout large groupings, which is how we have such a fluid system for driving, as well as a fluid system for disposal of refuse. And as you start making your way up these spiral staircases, and it's taking a little while, there begins to be small openings in the side where there's just little windows, and you can start to see the cityscape around you as you go around. For Kitasha and Joe, you guys probably didn't have much information on these relays, So when seeing these towers in town, you guys probably just assumed that they were military towers rather than what they seem to be.
Right.
Technically. And if only my Roll20 hadn't kicked me out, I believe there are 12 towers in the city. I don't have my map currently, but something along those lines. About 12 towers throughout the entire city.
Like a giant clock. Are they rearranged spherically? Like circularly, rather?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. It's a good number.
As you reach the top of this spiral staircase, you come to a large door that Kiza will start to open and then pause. Do any of you possess arachnophobia?
I don't technically, although other people might.
Hitasha thinks back to the dire spider she roasted over the fire and ate. No, I don't think so.
Oh, good. Please be aware that the Thrycreen relays are quite large, but should mean you no harm. And we'll open the door.
Joe stands behind Mako at all costs. Joe saw what Mako did to spiders before, and if it's required, Joe trusts Mako to do it again.
Yeah, as you walk into this room, you at first kind of have this moment of, wow, there's not as much space in here as you kind of thought there would be. As this large black mass is in front of you, and you watch as it slowly turns and realize that this huge mass is the abdomen of a black widow spider Thrycreen, who turns its more humanoid torso towards you and kind of looks down, its mandibles twitching. And it's large. This tower is probably a good, 12 by 12 foot circle, and it's taking up a large majority of this space. You can see that there is some webbing around, but not a lot, and there are 4 windows that it can look through. And it looks down at you all, and it zeroes in on Mako. And Mako, you suddenly feel a familiar, kind of knock in your head, and hear, "Hello, little one. I do not see many who are not Thrycreen. What brings you here to me?"
Mako will bow to this creature, and then speak back in telepathy. We come to. We have encountered a potential threat to the Thrycreen relays. We came to ensure that it had not shown itself here. Trying to, and I wonder if this is a bad idea. I think Mako will try and broadcast what information she has about the flower to the relay network.
Okay. You can't broadcast it to the entire network
itself. At least to this relay.
Yeah, to this relay. You start to, and you're kind of struggling, but it kind of just pulls the information from you as you open up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of seems to feed through this and kind of chitters to itself, and we have not seen this flower, but seems could be potential for a threat. I will relay this information to all Thrycreen in Dragonbrook as a precautionary tale to make sure any exposure to said flower is dealt with, and any exposure is dealt with quarantine.
Thank you.
Give me one moment, and it will kind of lean back, and you kind of see its eyes flickering back and forth as it seems to be mass communicating. And it'll lean back down. No other relays have encountered such a flower. I'm turning into Kiza. This isn't something we have seen in the area, but we will keep an eye out, and we will alert the guilds and military if any Thrycreen within the entire city limits comes into contact.
Thank you.
It is nice to speak with another creature.
Yeah,
Perhaps you'll come and visit again.
I would like that.
And it'll nod back to you, and it'll kind of turn back towards the windows as you see it begin to reconnect out with the rest of the relays and kind of focus in on traffic and integrating everything else.
Meanwhile, everyone else is just looking, they're just watching as Mako was like staring intently into the eyes of this thing. Hearing none of this.
Yeah, Kitasha is making sure she breathes normally. Because while she does not have arachnophobia, she does have claustrophobia. And being in the same, not as big a space, because the creature is far bigger, is triggering her a little bit.
Mako will seem to come to, turn to the rest of the group. They haven't seen any sign of the flowers, but they will alert the guild and the military if they come across it. But for the time being, at least, it seems that the city is free of such, it's free of flowers.
Okay, that's good news. It's, at least that means it's none of the effects of those things are going to affect the larger population here for now, at least. So yeah, that's good. We've got this set up.
Yeah, at least any of the population, or just the Thrycreen?
The relays will only connect to the Thrycreen, and I mean they're able to connect to me because the Psionic, my awakened psionics. But the Thrycreen are the primary species capable of such things, so they're the ones connected to the actual relays. But then again, the Thrycreen are kinda everywhere. So we should have an early warning if it is spotted somewhere.
I see. Okay, that is good.
Okay. Is that everything up here?
Yes, if Mako was able to relay everything to the Thrycreen, we should not need to travel to the other relay points. Though, I must say, they are quite interesting species. Many variant of spider tend to be the best candidates for relay potential. Follow me, I will lead us back to the guild.
Do you think about the possibilities of using spiders to create some sort of network, like some sort of web, and then it dismisses the thought?
Yeah, I don't think Joe's speciality is biological. I think it's more mechanical.
Exactly, yeah.
And slowly you guys will be able to make your way back. You don't really notice any issues. Everything seems to be running super smoothly. And you're able to just make your way back. Totally unharmed, totally, nothing's wrong. Nothing whatsoever.
That feels like I need to do an investigation check on myself to feel like nothing's wrong.
You can insight check yourself.
Alright, let's do it. I'm really good at insight. 14.
Can I just use my passive insight of 21?
You know what? You all definitely feel like everything's normal down here. Maybe too normal. It just seems like, especially compared to everything up, upstairs, basically, the Threadgreen seem to run relatively well. You do have a brief moment of looking at Kiza, though, and seeing Kiza glitch again. Just a little bit. Get a little concerned. But then, Kiza seems to go back to normal, so seems fine.
Mm-hmm. When you say glitch, just way of
It's a bit of a sporadic, almost like a muscle spasm, but Kiza is a Warforge.
Yeah. Amazing digital circus reference? Who knows?
Yeah, you guys are able to go upstairs, and as you finish up, Kiza will replace the grate, and we'll turn to you guys and just... That should be all. I believe you had a adventure to prepare for. Travel to Akamoros, correct?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes. We're potentially going over the sea.
Yes, we have a lot of things to do. A lot of preparations.
Yes. Best to prepare as you need. Is there any items I could prepare for you, technologically?
Looks over it. Itasha. Sorry, I was stuck on Kuchek. Wrong name. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong K name. And asks, is there anything we're going to need to bring specifically for going over to Akamoros?
I don't think so. Then again, I haven't been back in 10 years?
Alright, well, did you have a gift maybe? Is that required?
I mean, we can bring a gift. Just us being there will be gift enough?
Maybe. Alright. Sounds good to me. In that case, no, thank you, Kiza. We'll certainly come to you if we think of anything, but I think we're good.
Of course. If I could make a small request.
Go on.
Could you bring me one bright blue shell from the coastline of Akamoros?
I don't see that being a problem.
I would greatly appreciate it.
Right, blue shell. Okay.
Okay, blue shell, Kiza. Got it.
I know I'm doing a lot of rolls early on, but I don't know if this would be a nature check or just whether you just say outright. Is Kiza referring to a very specific type of shell or just anything that's blue coloured?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Kitasha does not need to roll a history check. Kitasha knows.
So dirty 20.
Okay, so Akamoros is known for having a lot of very colorful, sea life and shells in regards to that, which are often used for dyes. So they make a lot of pigment shipments. So shell collecting is kind of a bigger deal over there to make these sort of imports. So it's very likely that Kiza is after a specific dye shade, and would just be something kind of easier to just get one of the shells to test with.
Okay. That's cool.
Tell somebody like we should actually bring him a spectrum.
Okay. Alright, well, okay, Kitashi, you said there's a lot to prepare for, right? I'm wondering, is there anything that either I can help with or anything I need to be preparing for myself?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we need to go shopping. Because I did not tell you about this, Joe. I'm so sorry. Do you remember the kids?
Which specific kids?
The, like 3 of them were in a coat.
They're pretending to be Springfield Jack.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, so, they are actually, when we're in Akamora's, they're going to be having their coming-of-age ceremony.
Huh.
And celebration of setting them off to become adults. So we need to get, speaking of colors, we need to get blue clothes.
Okay, that should be fine. To signify their coming of age?
Let me make sure. I think blue's the wrong color.
It's purple.
It's purple. Okay. Yeah, we need to get purple clothes to signify their transition, and yeah. Oh, and we need to secure our voyage.
Well, I could certainly speak about securing the voyage if you wanted to focus on the clothes. One thing I did think would be quite funny is if you wanted to get all 3 of them individually a regular-sized trench coat for each of them. Just like instead of having to all 3 be wearing one, now they just graduated to 1 each, to signify their adulthood. But anyway.
Well, we can definitely get them a coat. And I don't think I need your measurements, Joe, for clothes for you.
Okay.
But, yeah. I mean, if you can see if Batul, you've met Batul.
Probably. I can remember. I can't remember if we were actually together and like our party was together when we would have met, but sure.
Yeah. He's one of my brothers.
Mhm.
The goblin.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure Batul is female. Hold on.
No, don't call me out on my notes.
Hold the phone. Hold
Stop
on,
it.
female sister. This is important to me because I made sure I had it correct in my notes.
Okay, yeah. The female goblin.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the one who actually took the Pet de Femme across to Akamoros.
Okay.
Yeah. See if she's there. If not, I guess we could travel with Naveen again. And if there's a tiefling captain named Vakmu.
Vacuum. Okay, I will start with asking around for a Batul and see how far it gets.
Okay. Alright. Well, Miko, are you ready for shopping?
Sure.
Or do you have other things you want to attend to?
No. I got everything I need to do here done.
Okay. Shopping trip. Commence.
We can go do that. I will say, Joe, how do you look to see if you can find Batul?
Starting by heading down to the docks. Probably a quick glance to see if any if there's any goblins I can see within the area, just to, that I might recognize. But failing a visual check, probably asking around and asking if anyone's heard of Batul, like sort of asking maybe specifically some of the like dockmasters or deckhands, that kind of thing, people that would like be here a lot.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
I can't remember where I find that on here.
It should be the first page with your characteristics.
Oh, okay, cool. I got you. Passive perception is 14.
Okay, yeah. You're able to spot a goblin you vaguely recognize, standing near a decently armored, what seems to be a merchant ship. They're about 3 foot tall and have a short black ponytail, and have red eyes with a oblong face. And they're, looking through their notes and such, and seem to be checking in with their first mate. And you can see them a little bit off in the distance.
Okay, Joe will beeline through, I guess the crowd or whatever over to there and say, hello.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Hello.
Can I help you?
My name is Joe Topaz. I'm a friend of Katasha's. I don't know if we formally met.
Oh, yeah, you're the stone guy. Thank you. Yeah, she at least mentioned you if you weren't there when we met up before. It's good to meet / see you. Yeah.
Joe,
I'm a tool.
Joe, again. Yes, nice to meet you also. I was wondering, the group of us were wondering if maybe we could seek passage to go to Akamoros at some point fairly soon, perhaps in the next day. We don't know that's something that you're offering at this time, but that would be good.
It'll cost you a pretty penny. And this is a completely straight face.
How pretty a penny are we talking?
How pretty a penny you got?
Joe checks his pennies.
As soon as Joe opens his coin purse, she's just gonna burst out laughing and just, I tease. Of course, I would be more than happy to have my sister and her friends join us to go home. I'm assuming that's, going for the raiding celebration.
Yes, I think so.
You're coming at such a good time. There will be so much good food.
I'm looking forward to it, and I don't believe I've barely set foot outside of this country, let alone going to Akamora, so I'm excited to see somewhere new. Look, don't tell Kitasha this, but I've actually been studying up on the Orcish language, and so I've learnt some of the basics over the last few weeks, and picked up just a little bit. So.
Oh, have you now? And we'll immediately switch to Orcish.
Cool. Joe's gonna the TLDR or whatever is that Joe now. I picked for the last level up. I picked one of for the feat was linguist. So I was able to add on 3 more languages. So I like the idea of Joe just crash coursing, like really cramming, learning Orcish as well as a couple other languages. That might come up.
Give me a performance check really quick.
Okay, so yeah, I'd like to imagine that he's very much got the basics down. Performance is -1. Let's go. That's a 9.
You know what? You still
no idioms. Guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
You still manage to impress Batul. It's kind of like whenever you go traveling and you desperately try to use the language, and it's like, oh, you did so good. Say it again. Let me hear you say it again. And that goes on for a bit, and she kind of laughs. She's like, yeah, of course, we're gonna plan to set off in the next day or so. We have to, of course, we're stocking up on our supplies, because we're going to need quite a bit for the journey. A lot of precautions, dangerous seas and such like that.
Is there anything that myself or my friends can do to help here, or to help set up the voyage a little bit? Is there any resources I can bring, perhaps?
No. Don't worry about that. We've got it all covered. You're going to be guests on our ship. Doesn't mean we won't ask you to pull your weight sometimes, but don't worry about it. Just bring what you need for the trip and for a good time back home, and we'll have a good time.
Okay. Thank you. That's great. I will be bringing a 500-pound metal dog, so I hope that's acceptable.
Can it swim?
No. I considered propellers, but I suppose Joe starts going into a ramble about how flotation devices could attach, and he starts getting some ideas, and he thinks that might be how he spends his afternoon, is trying to figure out how to attach floaties to his dog, just in case.
If you want the dog to leave the ship while we're there, I would suggest coming up with something to help with that, just in case.
Alright.
You ever know, perilous seas and all that.
Joe is making mental checklists of first step to see if you can make the dog fully amphibious, but failing that, just doing a little floaties, like a ring of little floaties that activate as soon as water splashes on, or something like there's ones you get in planes.
Excellent. And as we fade from this scene, Joe has acquired you guys transportation to Akamoros. Woo! And you know we're...
Stop yelling.
And we're going to cut over to the shopping duo. How are we doing over there?
Kitasha is specifically looking for places that carry Akamorian clothing, or are tailors who know what they're doing.
Yeah, you can find definitely a couple, especially Orcish shops, close to where your work used to be. You can kind of find a whole bunch of different Akamoros kind of central shops, and tailors as well in the area. So you've definitely got options.
Okay, Mako, this is important. Would you rather wear pants or a dress?
Probably pants. If I can keep mobility, I will.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem. And Kitasha will open the door, and if this is a true Orcish shop, the smell will hit you first before the colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just smells like coffee and incense sticks.
It'll first be that, and then you'll begin to see all of the bright dyes on different fabrics and just a large variety of clothing already crammed into a rather small shop, but plenty to look through.
Yeah, Kitasha shouts out a greeting in Orcish, and then just immediately starts moving through.
There's an echo of 3 different voices that echo back the greeting towards you.
Okay, and Kitasha will just start. If Mako isn't picking out things for herself, Kitasha is throwing clothes at her.
Right.
Mako, give me a perception check.
Alright.
And Kitasha, are you just currently looking at blue clothes for Mako, or are you looking at any other colors for Mako?
23.
Looking specifically for predominantly purple.
Or
Like
purple,
there might
yes,
be
sorry.
embroidery or added patterns on it, but they're predominantly purple. And she's also looking to see if there's anything undyed.
Okay. So, Mako, you do notice out of the corner of your eye, as the shopkeepers start looking around the corner at you. One's at the, one's kind of the, like, front desk area where there's a couple changing rooms. And the other two are kind of in the back. I think some more tailoring is being held. And they're eyeing you as they're looking at the colors that you have and are kind of, like, being a little nosy. As Kitasha starts looking for undyed clothes, and I think that becomes kind of apparent as looking through. Mako does not speak Orcish, correct?
No, do not.
At the looking specifically then at undyed clothes, the amount of whispers in Orcish from the back that have just erupted make you a little uncomfortable. Because you feel like you don't know what's going on, but someone else in this room does.
Miko might, while catching clothes being thrown at her, might ask Kitasha, do you know why we're getting looks? Am I missing some cultural context here?
Yeah. Undyed clothes are for death or like severe severment of self.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So if you are still wanting to go to the Soul Keepers, it's tradition that you wear undyed clothes.
All right.
Yeah, and Kitasha, after doing that, will turn to the back and will, in Orcish, just shrug and say, "Bad tie."
And you get bad ties. Shame. Much sadness. And I just go back to stitching. And they're like, once their curiosity is like, it's not a death, is it? Okay, it's still sad, but it's not a death, we'll keep going.
Okay. And then, yeah, Kitasha will find maybe like 1 or 2 sets of clothes in undyed before like shooing Mako into a dressing room.
All right.
To start picking out clothes for Joe.
Lots of purple. There's a lot of options of styles and such. Let's see. Real quick, Kitasha, there's no other colors you're wishing to grab, is there?
No.
No. And are you grabbing any clothes for Fila?
Oh yeah, he's gonna need something, isn't he? Yeah, she finds like a longer tunic with pants for him.
Okay. And as you're looking through, the Orcish woman at the counter is eyeing you once in a while, and she'll wave you over. We got some new ones in too. If you want to see in the back, we've got a couple new. You're going to a rating?
Yes. For my Padme.
Oh, you're on Padme.
Yes.
Oh, how exciting! Okay. Yeah, we've got a couple new cuts in the back. It looks like you've got a couple different people you're grabbing for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got a couple new cuts. Any other ceremonies? I saw we had a soul tie sort of thing going. No greens?
No green.
Oh. I'll get you in green one of these days.
I'm already in green, and Kitasha just like holds out her arms.
You know what I mean.
Yes. I may be getting old, but I'm not that old.
Mm.
Anyway, show me these things you have in the back.
And she'll take you back there, and you'll get a lot of different options. There's a lot of very intricate embroideried ones that they've just recently got in.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll already begin bartering with you on price.
Of course.
And have a nice back and forth here on what the best deal is going to be, just to make you feel even more it.
Mm-hmm.
The ladies that are also currently sewing in the back also throw in every once in a while either a comment of, oh, you should get this color embroidered this, and then there's always, but do you need green? Because they're all like a bunch of aunties back here.
Of course.
We all know it to be true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think Kitasha will throw out I have to go to colors. Hang on. Would probably throw out something like, well, I'm gonna need where's my colors? There it is. She's like, I'll probably need orange before green.
Bah! All of them just bickering back and forth. Then, orange, she says. Orange, she says. Oh, young still need orange.
How's Mako doing with getting in unfamiliar clothing?
She's figuring it out.
Mako, give me a survival check.
10.
You're figuring it out. There's a lot more wrapping involved than you realized. And so you're like, you first put it on, you're like, that's not really covering any. Oh, wait, no, this goes here? And slowly, as Kitasha eventually comes back and peeks in to check on you, you finally manage to get your outfit on. It does look good, but as Kitasha opens the door, it's very... Your first thought is, oh, that's a bit clumsily put on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Can you move in it?
Nicole will give it like a couple like test hops. See what I can get.
Yeah, I think after a couple just shimmies of the fabric, you're able to move just fine.
Alright.
Much better. Okay. Do you need shoes, right?
I don't wear shoes usually. Are shoes part of the normal ensemble?
No, but they usually keep the sand out.
I haven't really had an issue. Like my.
Do you have sand repellent bionics?
No, it's just like I still have paw pads. Like I don't think I'll need shoes if they're not part of the ensemble.
Okay, that's fair. I think Joe will die without shoes.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, probably. I mean, like, don't want to sand his feet down.
Yeah. Literally. Are there shoes on display?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everything that you might need for clothing for in Akimoros is here. It's kind of a, like... They've set up shop definitely for people who are either missing home and really wanted an outfit or are planning to travel back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kitashi will get everything and then go. Oh, and we'll reach over for for some neckwear
Mm-hmm.
for Hercules.
Beautiful.
He has to match.
He has to match. Get him some
It has to match. I don't know.
beautiful purple for Hercules.
That's awesome.
Yep. You're able to put this all on basically the company card
Mm-hmm.
and able to just get all of these supplies. Is there anything else that you're wanting to pick up for the travels?
It's
I think I'm good.
well, there's going to be a lot of Mako, is there any food that you can't like live without? Because the food there is going to be amazing, but it's very different than here.
I should be fine. I mean, like, there will be vegetarian options, right?
Kind of.
I mean,
There's like herbs and some like leaves and stuff and citrus, but there's not. There's a lot of fish.
okay. I'll just pack some like hard rations. It wouldn't offend your people if I don't eat a lot of their food, would it? Just 'cause, like I can't digest fish or meat or anything like that. I have an herbivore stomach.
It might be a little. You know what? We have olives. There'll be olives and like flatbreads and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, But you should absolutely eat when we go.
Yeah.
The last thing you need is snubbing aunties.
Yeah. Like just in case Miko's going to. Like she might make a detour over to the academy campus and see if she can get some like just traditional like hard rations, whatever they got.
Oh yeah, you with your connections, you're able to get some of the good hard rations. The good hard rations.
It's just literally a tin full of hardtack and sauerkraut and anything else that is like shelf stable. Vegetarian shelf stable.
Yeah, you're able to get plenty for the trip. Yeah. Otherwise, anything else anyone wants to do before you go to the boat? Or would you like to have a scene back altogether the night before? Because it'll be the next day that you will set sail, so you'll have one night back here.
I'm happy to cut to the boat.
All right.
Yeah, there might be just like snippet of like Kitashi throwing clothes at Joe.
I've you like knock on Joe's door or come over to his house or something. You see him there. He's got packed the most like Hawaiian dad energy like outfit you've ever seen. Like the flip flops, the khaki shorts, the like very floral shirt. Joe is absolutely both ready and incredibly not ready.
Yeah, Kitashi like opens the door just.
Oh, hello.
put these on, and just like throws it and shuts the door.
Nice. Joe decides to not be offended.
Alright, yeah, and you guys are able to get to the ship. Batul very happily welcomes Kitasha and, her little friends, and raises eyebrows to Kitasha as Fila also joins the group. And as you guys go ahead and board, this ship is, again, it's like a pretty large merchant vessel. But Mako, I'm gonna say you notice this, given your background. This is a very well armored merchant ship.
Alright.
Like, this seems very, it's very sturdy, and definitely looks like it could take a couple hits before any form of damage would actually start to show.
Is it just armored, or is it armed as well?
Oh, it's armed.
Okay.
You do notice, as you're going up, that there is a couple, sets of harpoons that are being stored away, as well as, cannonballs and such like that are being stored below deck. But also a lot of very good food, and a lot of what seems to be imported goods from here in Dragon Room that seem to be going on their way out to... And as you guys board, you also see another familiar face, as another orc appears from off to the side and comes over waving excitedly as Brutus from the train.
Wait a minute, he's an orc?
Yeah. You didn't remember this?
No, I thought you said he was Goliath.
Oh, hold on, let me recheck my notes. I thought
I
he
won't
was...
be offended either way.
Large
wanna
boy
make sure
is
I-
running over.
Yeah, I've
Hold
got
on.
Goliath. Yeah, I've got Goliath written down here. In my notes.
Did I have... Hold on.
Unless this is his twin brother.
His twin brother who's an orc?
Yeah. Joe doesn't know how twins work.
You know what it is I apparently never actually fully wrote down his species, so I've been going back and forth. You know what? He is a half orc, half Goliath. That's what we're going with.
Awesome.
Big boy.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's a GG.
yeah, he is a GG. Descendant of Gigi. Hey, you don't know for sure. Gigi and Elvis could have had kids.
Who could say?
Yeah, and he makes his way over and... hello everyone! What wonderful tidings to see you all again.
Brutus, it's been a good few weeks since we saw you last.
Yes, I heard that your train adventures were quite extravagant.
Yes, we somehow managed to stay safe despite multiple issues, but yes, we did make it eventually.
Yes, Kitasha was informing me the other day. Oh, I don't believe we've met, as him and Fila exchange looks, and I'm gonna have a brief moment of re-finding Fila's full name again. As I click out of it. Kalanine.
Alright.
Kalanine deal.
Listen,
Thornbane.
there's
And
a lot
he says
in
it.
the name.
It's a lot to the name, and you know what? We're gonna pretend I said it flawlessly, because that's what Feely did.
You hear that, Craig?
You hear that, Craig? You hear me? And he will reach out and they will shake hands. Get to know one another as you all begin just unloading for the day. We're all gonna have a good time on this ship, don't you worry.
Mm-hmm. Everything will go great.
Joe had never met Fila before, right?
You met Fila at the party.
But was Joe present for that? Because I thought...
Yes, as well as the fact that we did state last session that he's basically been kind of living in your guild dorm room.
Okay, I might just be blanking on that one. Okay, that's fine.
Even
Yeah,
if Joe hasn't like been formally introduced to Fila, he's seen him around.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because I remember the conversation in the garden after the heist session, but like I couldn't remember because I knew Joe at least wasn't present for that part of it. But yeah, anyway, that's cool. All right, cool.
You would know him because he's a pretty big deal in the military as a knight.
Oh yes, I do remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that was me, not Joe forgetting.
It could be both.
It could be both.
Yeah, as we... Oh, go ahead.
My main notes for Fila are just handsome man. And there's not much
Yeah,
else
the
in it.
description was read, and you were very upset that no one else... You were very upset at how hot he was.
Anyway, do go on.
But yeah, so as we settle into the ship, we're going to have, it's about a week and a half to get to the specific island of Akamoros that you are traveling to. Is there any particular moments that you guys would like to touch on our way there?
I think perhaps in a maybe an evening setting, like you know, some drinks around one of the tables in the dining part of the ship. Joe would like to ask both of you guys and say, so I had my mother come to town recently, and to sort of assist my brother with the whole looking after my child situation, and it was tense, as it often has been, and I suppose I wanted to ask about, I guess I'm looking for some advice, but have you ever had a difficult situation with, you know, we're all adults here, but still relating to your parents even into adulthood, and how much of them being a parent to you? I don't know if I'm saying any of this right, but I just thought I'd ask. Perhaps I don't know if either of you are still regularly in touch with your parents, or...
I'm sorry, dude, I'm the wrong person to ask about this. Quite literally, like, I haven't spoken to my father in 5 or 6 years, and I don't plan on it. I probably have to speak to him at the wedding, that's about it. And my parents, you know, like, betrothed me when I was 6. Like, I don't have the best relationship with them. I'm not the best person to ask about this. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
No. I was just... I'm sorry, I won't be of much help.
Sure. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I also will not be much help. My mother died about 5 to 6 years ago.
I'm sorry.
My dad died earlier than that, and then my uncle who raised me, who mostly raised me, also died. So my parents are my older siblings.
Well, I'm sorry. Both have gone through difficult times in different ways.
Trials are good. They make the soul stronger.
It's a nice way of thinking about it.
I was going to say it's the correct way to think about it, but it is an Akamorian way to think about it. So I hope you guys are prepared for that.
What are you talking? You saying we're going to be put through trials?
Not like big trials. I think I've mentioned like trials regarding like marriage and stuff like that.
Yes.
But there'll be... asking for help is a very big step with any relationship, whether it's romantic or not. So don't expect people to come running when you need help
Okay.
unless you're really good friends with them.
So we're at a point while in Akamorris that we need to we need assistance. We need to be very clear about
Yes.
that. Okay.
And very clear about who we ask for help.
Okay. I've done a little bit of reading, so I'm hoping I won't put my foot in too many mouths. You know, you put your foot in your mouth.
Even Brutus, or not Brutus, Hercules looked up at you at that one.
you put your foot in your mouth is like a bad thing, a faux pas. I'm trying to avoid those. I don't want my feet going in any mouths.
That's usually a good thing. Not putting your foot in someone's mouth, especially if they
Right.
don't want it.
Exactly. So we're all on the same page.
I guess. But yeah, I don't. That being said, you should be ready to party when we get there.
Like not being uptight or anything, like letting loose.
Yes, there's being in New Dragonrook feels like almost like I'm asleep. There's a lot happening, but it doesn't. It's quiet. It's
Cold?
well, yes, it's cold. I had to get a jacket. It's the
I'm
worst
into-
thing possible.
I'm emotionally cold.
Yes, that. And in Akamoros, it is very warm. And things aren't done by half measures. So I will not be upset if you guys need to take a nap.
Okay. I think I can handle a party or two. I've done amazing at the last couple of parties we went to.
This is going to be bigger than Vesper Winds.
Bigger than that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not ready. I didn't realize it'd be that big. At least it sounds like I won't have to talk all fancy like.
No. No, you won't. Actually, Batul mentioned something really weird to me. Were you saying something weird to Batul?
I don't think so. Joe then switches to Orcish and says, I have been learning a little Orcish. But he uses the wrong kind of the word little, and just, it sounds like he's talking about like shorts. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
Kitasha laughs and says something back to Joe that is something about a squid.
Joe's like he's like really racking his brains, like trying to piece the sentences together. Is this a saying that I haven't come across?
Clearly you've been studying the wrong book. and
Do you have
she'll
any-
repeat it. It translates to slicker than squid fins.
Ooh.
And it is something it means something very fast
Okay.
or very interesting.
That's cool. I think on that, Joe will say, okay, well, perhaps I need to read a book that's not just a dictionary or a language book, maybe an actual, book that of the Yorkish language. Maybe that would be more appropriate. And maybe I'll actually pick up some helpful idioms.
Well, unfortunately for you, you are stuck on a boat with a few people who speak Orcish for a week and a half.
Well, I will make conversation and I will learn as many idioms as I can remember. I will become as happy as a clam. Is that? That's not one of them, right? Fine. It was a seafood one. And I thought maybe that would translate well.
A clam means quite a few things, so we'll just leave that as is for now.
Yeah. But did I insult Batul or just amuse them?
I think you may have used like the wrong type of word.
Okay. I'll try and keep an eye out for that, so that I don't want to offend anybody. Sadly, I'm excited, honestly, for the arrival. I'm excited to see some new place.
Well, you guys did see Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only new place? New country?
I think so. I very much lived and worked in one place for most of my life, and I think something that's I never really understood about Amelia was her desire to see more things and travel. I was very content just where I was, but this is something I maybe realized about myself through talking with my family recently, but I do wonder if I've begun to understand her a little more. And the benefits of traveling and seeing the world and exploring, meeting new people, all that kind of thing. Fighting big spiders, sure.
You're really hung up on that spider.
I'm honestly more fascinated how quickly Maker dispatched it. It was like one of those, plays where somebody slices through something and then it looks fine, and then it slowly, the two halves sort of slide apart. It was a whole thing.
I
It was very impressive.
don't think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Mako, do you have any questions about Akamors?
Honestly, I assume I'll have some when I get there. I don't have anything in preparation.
Well, I don't know how else to prepare you other than to say be prepared.
That's fair.
Things will happen. I don't know.
I think Joe wants. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, go ahead.
Joe wants to show off probably whatever upgrades he has done to Hercules. Michaela, I don't know if you think it would be too broken to just for Joe to straight up give him a swim speed, and whether it's better that he can just have a little floaty so that he can very slowly paddle around on the water, like in an emergency setting.
I love that for flavor. However, I'm gonna let you have him have a swim speed.
Okay.
Because if he is ever in the water in sort of situation, could be very bad if he does not have a swim speed.
Yes, because it would just be a sink speed. It would just be how quickly you can reach the bottom or whatever. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not a sink speed, it's a slurp speed. So
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I will ask actually to Kitasha, is there any particular wildlife we should be on the lookout for or concerned about, like monsters or flower bears? I'm trying to think of any of the things we've encountered so far. Anything like that? Big candle monsters?
No, there's not a lot of wax in Akamoros, so no big candle monsters. There's honestly not enough land for any like big monsters.
Hmm.
Oh, but we do have the like how big are you?
Big enough to be scary for us that we need to avoid.
Oh, a Dedan.
A Dedan?
A Dedan. Yeah, it's like a massive it's like a massive fish. It's not really seen, but it definitely it's big enough to swallow ships.
That's really big. Is that a threat for us now?
How long have we been sailing? Has it been like one day? Is this day of?
We'll probably say that this conversation is taking place like a couple days in.
Okay. I mean, I think the water is still too cold for a Dedan here. But definitely when we get closer.
I see. Well, then it's a good thing I've got my pistol with me.
Yeah. Oh, there are like armored catfish.
Hmm.
And I mean, they can be on land for several hours.
That's pretty good.
I like to imagine that it's not like the real world armored catfish, but it's actual like catfish with like metal plates.
I mean, armored catfish are real.
Yeah, I know, but
they do have armor plates.
I was just a lot like to imagine like a catfish tank.
Oh. Oh, and then there's like the Oraboo, which is a big old sea serpent that meows like a cat.
So it sounds like a lot of the scariest things are going to be in the water, so as long as we don't stray too deep in the water, we should be fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're going to an island, so how bad can it be?
Why don't we put that big red flag up on the on the mast? That's a bit ominous. Seems like some sort of warning.
Yeah. As we zoom out of this scene, we'll continue on our journey as the sea slowly goes from cold to warmer and warmer, from a deep dark blue to a more turquoisey color. And the weather begins to get warmer as well. Is there any conversations otherwise that people are wanting to have?
I think probably like in the background sense, Joe would have been talking with some of the crew and certainly practicing some Orcish with any people that might speak it, just to fine tune that language a little bit, pick up some of the idioms. He's probably going to be taught something like either accidental swear words or whatever it is, and like probably taught sayings that someone, it's basically people pulling pranks on Joe. I reckon there's probably some of that.
You aren't 100% sure what it means, but you do learn the saying, "The salt is growing hotter."
Okay, and Joe's probably going to try and use that in the worst, accidentally in the worst possible situation for whatever that is.
Perfect.
That would be every situation.
Someone talks about the weather, and as well, salt is getting hotter. You know, just yeah.
A lot of confused looks and snickers. Yeah, well, we're closing in about, day's journey out from Akamorus at this point, and we'll zoom in. Kitasha, what was your passive perception again?
Passive perception is 17.
You do notice at one point, Brutus and Batul talking throughout this journey, and you never questioned it, but you did see a moment when Brutus said something, Batul responded back, and his face flushed incredibly, and he looked towards you, and there seemed to be a look of realization, and then his whole face paled, and then there seemed to be a lot of laughter from Batul. And Brutus hasn't come up to you since, but that happened like a day or two ago. You're not really sure what happened there, but that happened, and
yeah, Batul's got it. There's nothing to be seen.
Nothing to be seen. And as you guys are all on deck, Joe's every once in a while having a conversation or helping out. Kitasha, of course, I would assume is probably helping out as well on deck, just enjoying being back on the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Mako, how's your sea legs?
As robotic as ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, what would that be?
Would that be a dex?
Yeah.
Con, maybe? Yeah, dex or con.
Let's do dex. See how I'm able to adapt. Oh, poorly. It's an 8. I imagine the the mobility enhancers are not calibrated for this kind of movement.
Yeah, so that's giving you some issues, as well as the water's been getting a bit choppier recently, and you're all up on deck right now. And I would like perception checks from the party.
The party.
Much better. 22.
I'm going to use my reaction to give myself a +5 to the roll, so that's 14 total.
Let's see, 18 plus my d4, 3. Okay, 21.
Perfect. Joe, you are having such a great time conversing with people. You don't hear it. You don't hear as a soft chirping meow carries in on the breeze.
Hmm.
And Kitasha, you recognize that sound.
Oh. Kitasha's probably singing a work song as she's going, and she'll immediately change the key. Continuing the work song, but in a minor key instead of a major key. As a way to warn.
And everyone will pick up on this, and you'll start seeing Joe, you might notice as the people around you suddenly seem to be getting a bit more serious and seem to be moving more towards the harpoons and cannons a bit more.
Hmm.
And
I should make sure I've got my shield and my gun in hand and get Hercules to me, just picking up on the vibes.
And you slowly begin to hear more chittering meows, and even you start to pick up on it, Joe, and Atul at the helm is listening intently and seems to be giving a couple hand signals to those around. As soon a large feline-esque serpent rears its head from the ocean and starts trying with weird amphibious fins, begins to try and scale the side of the boat.
Ooh.
Please roll for initiative!
Let's go.
Ooh, so good.
13.
Nice. And then let me my dice out here for our nice fishy friend. Okay. We're gonna start off here with Kitasha.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Just roll.
I think Kitasha is going to hold a level 2 Chaos Bolt
Okay.
for when its head goes over the side. Like when its head finally breaches the...
Breaches through the top.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna hold that action. We're gonna go over to, I believe Joe is next. Yes, Joe.
Trying to think whether I go more supporting or more aggressive. Let's. Where's I've got an ability. Warding bond. There it is. Okay. Joe's gonna move up to Mako and cast warding bond. Mako, you have a +1 to your armor class and resistance to +1 to your armor class, +1 to all saving throws, and resistance to all damage. But I will take the exact same amount of damage you take. So I like trying. Joe's going to stay back a little bit, but this should allow you to play quite aggressive.
Sounds good.
That's one action, and then I'm just gonna. I'm gonna stay like near to the edge of the ship, like kind of close to the action, with Hercules right next to me.
Okay. Alright, next up is not going to be Mako, it's going to be the crew next. The crew is also holding their action for as the serpent rears up with 2 harpoon guns aimed at where its head should come up, ready to try and strike as soon as it clears the edge. We're gonna go to Mako now.
Alright. First things first, as I'm going to run up towards it, I'm going to fire my kinstick at it. Does a 24 hit?
24 is gonna hit it.
Alright. The kinstick itself deals 7 damage, and then for the next minute, I get +2 damage on my main weapon.
Alrighty.
In which case, when I get there, I'm going to stack it with my main weapon.
Now, you're going to smack at him. It's still not quite level with the ship yet.
Okay.
You could probably reach it if you, stab downwards with the glaive over the edge.
That's probably what I'd do, yeah. Does a 14 hit, perhaps?
No, 14 won't hit that one.
Then yeah, it's still a little bit out of range for me then. But I'll still be up close then.
Alright. And it's going to be its turn now as it rears its head up above. We're going to trigger those responses, so we'll start with Kitasha's.
Alright, 22 hits.
22 hits.
Ooh, a 6 and a 3.
And what type of damage is this?
Let me scroll. No, I don't want that scroll. I want this scroll. It is going to be fire damage.
Fire damage, okay. Takes 9.
Oh, I also need to add a d6. So 9 plus 6, 15 fire damage.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
All right. And then as you do that, and it slams into it, and its head kind of tilts back, 2 harpoon bolts are going to go towards it. First one hits. Second one does not, so one of them goes sailing off into the distance. But the other bolt is going to go straight for it. And it gets a 9 damage as a bolt strikes it in its shoulder. Let me back. Just do 7 damage to that one, okay. And from here, it's gonna scream out, and it's going to try and bite Mako.
Alright.
So 23 feel.
That'll hit.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna do 10 damage.
So I resist to that from Morning Bond, so I take 5 damage and.
You take 5, and Joe takes 5 as well.
Alright.
As it swings down and it bites into your shoulder a bit before trying to toss you back a little bit.
Alright.
And then from there, we'll go to the top of the order, and that's going to be Kitasha.
Kitasha is shocked that fire came out. But she will do... That's the only, like... Okay, we're gonna do something bigger. Kitasha is, this is an, Orobu, right?
It is an Orobu.
Okay. Kitasha's gonna kind of remember this and, will, really concentrate and cast Storm Sphere at 4th level. And it can be within 150 feet of me. So it's going to go at the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Hopefully far enough away that it doesn't actually like damage most of the boat itself.
Okay.
But it is a 20-foot sphere. I don't know why it said I have to hit it, because I don't. It's an AoE. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or ends its turn, there must succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Okay.
And the sphere's space is considered difficult terrain.
Alrighty. Oh, but... Alright, it fails.
Okay, so it takes 2d6 bludgeoning, that's 6 and a 5, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Very nice.
And... Oh, that's why it has a due to hit. My bonus action, a bit of lightning sparks between her fingers as a bolt leaps out of the center of the sphere and is going to try and hit it.
Alrighty.
14 probably doesn't do anything.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Gets lost in the winds of your storm sphere. Alright. Next up's gonna be Joe.
Okay, Joe's gonna take 2 shots with the pistol for his action.
Okay.
So first is a Oh boy. Somehow 13 to hit.
That's not gonna hit.
And the next
Shot
one
goes wide.
is a natural 1.
Oh, Joe.
Who do you
I
need
need
to?
I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay. This one. Roll? I think it's... Yay! 4!
Alright, your pistol jams. You will need to take a action to fix it, but I'll allow you to just use one shot next round and use your other, what you would normally dual fire. You can only shoot once, but you can fix your other pistol.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, and then for a bonus action... do I have a thingy? I think I got a thingy I can use. Sorry, we got lots of new features here. Okay, is it possible for Hercules to use my bonus action to command Hercules to run up and do an attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Hercules is going to run up and make his little bite attack. So where's his attack modifier? Here we go, +9 to hit. Okay. So he just makes his one attack, so I'll roll my d20. So 7 plus 9 is 16, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
It's not gonna hit.
Bro. Joe looks disappointedly at himself and Hercules. And that's his turn.
I'm sorry, Joe. It's gonna be the crew's turn now. As they reload one of the harpoon guns, a couple others will take out pistols and try to take a shot. That one will hit. The crew is doing so good right now, they keep rolling 19s. And 1-3. Alright, and with a couple of them taking shots, that's 7 damage total from them. And we will go over to Mako.
Alright. Going to go ahead and hit it with my... First, actually, I'm going to... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with my glaive. How about a 26 to hit?
26 is gonna hit it.
Alright. 2. And on top of that, I'm going to use one of my maneuvers. A goading attack. It needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Well, he's not too good at that. What DC was it?
17.
17.
It still failed.
Okay. Until the end of my next turn, and disadvantage on all attacks against targets other than me.
Nice.
So, it's encouraged to only attack me.
Okay.
So that's going to deal an extra of my Battlemaster dice, which is a D8. So, do that. So that's going to add D8. Total of 14 damage on that attack.
Alright.
And
I'm
then
gonna refresh the page really quick because mine isn't loading any of the new rolls. There it goes.
And then I will hit it again because I can attack twice in a turn. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, no special this time. Just 8 damage.
Alright, and Miko, as you do this hit, you manage to knock it loose from the side of the boat, and it plummets back in, and as you're watching, something you hadn't noticed before was the large amount of rippling water that was kind of aimed towards the boat, but not quite. As this thing surfaces briefly behind the ship, you watch as the largest fish you've ever seen just engulfs this thing easily in its mouth and just creates quite the splash behind the ship as you are hurling downward. There are a couple murmurs of, "Oh, done. There he goes. Goodbye."
Almost bigger fish.
Alright, we need to
Yeah.
paddle faster.
You do also hear a couple comments of like drops in a storm, as well as the tide is always right.
Sand always gets hotter. Joe nods in agreement.
This does get a couple odd looks, couple looks to Kitasha, and then everyone kind of fiddles back to work as you guys continue onwards and you close in on the island you're going towards for Akamoros. And we will go ahead and I will give you that description before we end for the night. So the first thing that you guys see as you finally is a large mass of boats. And you think for a minute of, wow, a lot of people must have been, traveling in to come to this raiding. But as you look and you get closer, you begin to realize that all of these boats seem to be permanently docked, or at least semi-permanent, as you notice a bunch of interlocking floating bridges. And they stretch pretty far out from the land, kind of building a makeshift town almost around the island itself. And each one is kind of a U-shaped structure, and you can see large fabric sails stretching over almost like a tarped roof over a lot of them. Each vibrant colors with their own crests imprinted on them. And you can see, as you get closer to the actual island itself, you can see two decently large limestone buildings that are reflecting quite a bit of sunlight. There's a couple times where your eyes from the light reflect. The sea itself is a bright turquoise, and you can see the bright, almost white sandy beaches that the waves are crashing onto as you begin to make your way towards this small island off of Akamaro. You've arrived.
Let's go.
And that's where we'll end the session for tonight.